several years after we started our hospital in Nairobi, as a Christian community, we thought we need to give back more to the community. And so we started a high school aimed at providing free care for destitute street children who are by and large orphans. The stories of each of these children would break your heart. Many of these street children are completely on their own. They have no idea who their parents were. Their first memories are of living on the streets in a day-to-day survival in the harsh realities of the gutters of Nairobi slums.
The school, when the idea was born, it was born to give hope to those who never had hope. Most of our students are also orphans. So most of them were coming from those settings, no mother, no father. So they never knew something called motherly love or fatherly love. In other words, there were no parents. So we partnered with the hospital, we mentored them, we made them our own, so that at least they felt that we also have parents. We are also normal, like those children who have a form of family.
It takes a bright kid to stay alive in that setting. And we recognized that. And we brought them in to our high school to provide them a chance to break out of this horrible cycle of poverty into which they were born, no fault of their own.
It is a school that it has enabled us to acquire education, like some of us had even lost hope in progressing with the high school level, but with St. Mary's we are able to acquire education.
I can say St. Mary's Mission High School has been a change in my life, because as I look into my past, when I was finishing my class 8, I didn't have that hope for going to secondary school, because yes, I had the good marks, but the funds were very less. So St. Mary's, I can say it's been a life-changing school to my life.
My experience in this school has been one of the best experiences in my life, simply because in this school I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot of things in life, not only in books but also life experiences.
You not imagine, from 2006 up to date, we have had 250 graduates, and not just graduates, people who can be counted as people in terms of their values and what they are doing.
We thought we were doing something wonderful for these kids. Little did we know that we, the hospital staff, would become the real beneficiaries. As the years have gone by, these students who grew up in incredibly impoverished conditions have been our blessing.
When I go to St. Mary's, I had teachers who would talk to me and tell me, do something, change the life of your generation. I was willing. I just wanted to be in that environment. I saw it was a conducive environment, so I just wanted to be there. Used to, like, they tell you, you are the future of St. Mary's. Now see, if somebody tells you are the future of St. Mary's, you are motivated to work towards that future.
Not only do these kids root us in our core mission vision of serving lower income Kenyans, as they have graduated from our high school, we have found various ways to get them into higher degree programs, and many of them have gone into medical careers. As they graduate from their various training programs, many of them come back to St. Mary's on staff.
Toward my completion, I came here, was given a job as a radiographer because I qualified as a medical imaging technologist. I came to the hospital, I was employed as a radiographer, and I'm working up to date. Initially, I didn't think I can get anywhere. I was just a primary school dropout. I was comfortable there. But coming to St. Mary's, it has changed me. I'm a good guy. I can say I'm good.
This high school for destitute orphans that we started back a few years after we began St. Mary's has become a major blessing for the hospital itself and an integral part of the hospital. As a community, St. Mary's has many needs, many different activities going on. One way we've been able to get into all these activities is by trying to be self-sustaining in as many ways possible. So for example, our hospital has a farm attached to it to serve not only the kitchens of the hospital, but also provide for the staff, provide for our nursing school, provide for our high school. So it keeps our operational costs down. We have a dairy farm. Why does a hospital have a dairy farm? Again, it allows us to provide dairy products to our patients at very affordable, cost-effective ways.
Yeah, we are doing very well, and economically it has helped a lot. Both hospitals, the nursing school, and the high school in Nairobi. The milk feed is used to feed the hospital kitchens and the nursing school.
We have our own tailor shops at both hospitals. So every uniform that a nurse, a doctor, anyone in the hospital wears is actually sewn by our own tailor shop. And it allows us to keep our operational costs at sensible, maintainable levels.